or something. So Islam has so many things, right? Now the prayer is done where? Prayer is done in a mosque. So what happens in a mosque? You go and you stand
side by side.
You stand next to the person. And the Prophet told us, your feet next to their feet, your shoulder next to your shoulder. Now, that person might be black. That person might be white. That person might be Chinese. That person might be from any place. Now, that racism that people have been suffering from, you have people like Malcolm X, you have people like Muhammad Ali Clay. Why did he accept Islam? They looked at that. Malcolm X went to Mecca, and he saw everyone wearing the same white clothes that we wear when we do pilgrimage. And he said, this is the eradication of racism. And of course, he lived in times of racism. Now, that's what the prayers does. It removes anything. It doesn't matter if you're Bill Gates. It doesn't matter if you're Elon Musk. You will stand next to the person who is the janitor of the house, the cleaner. Doesn't matter who it is. You'll put shoulder to shoulder. You're not going to say, oh, that person is not clean enough. It doesn't matter. You're going to stand next to them. You put shoulder to shoulder and feet to feet. And you will learn to humble yourself and put your face on the floor and humble yourself in front of the Creator as a form of submission. And the person who will lead the prayer is not the most rich person. It's not the most educated person. It is the person who is most pious and memorizes most of God's words and practices most. That's the person who's going to lead the prayer. He's better than you in the eyes of God, and you're going to learn that. Also, the community sense. You have your own community. You will learn. You get to know people, your brothers and sisters in the faith. Look, I can give you a never-ending list of the benefits of the prayer.
That is easily the most comprehensive answer I've ever had, man. So yeah, honestly, yeah, well done. I don't know, like generally I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting to come on. I've never heard about you before, personally at least. Some of my friends, they're probably watching this right now. It's like 10 of them. They just like said, "Yo, Lou, you've been talking about this for a long time. Go on this man's show, like go and talk to you." And no, I think generally, man, I was really surprised. Yeah, I think both of my questions. There was something you said. If I could point that out, maybe anyone else that in the same situation as me can maybe like pick that up. I think the one thing that stuck out most from you was at some point you said, like, should we really concern ourselves with, like, in the end, all of my questions really came down to submission onto whether the word sent down by God was truly the word sent down by God. And whether or not that is true, that is a deeply philosophical question that I don't think I will get